bit closer. That body heat really does help. Come on, move over. Oh, well, you guys are already sitting down, so I can't really move you too much. But get a little closer so we can see you.
Like you like each other.
All right, everybody. So, it's cold, we know that. We know that cancer has a big old butt. We're here to kick its butt, right? What? Does this work better so you can see my face? We're here to kick cancer's big old butt. Love it. I love it. All right, how many first-timers are out here today? Raise your hand. Don't be like, yeah, we're here. Did you guys have fun? All right. Well, we have a lot more fun to have because we're going for 2 days straight. Just playing. Take the lead. Yeah, no, not happening. I've already lost my voice. So I was telling folks earlier, I called my wife and she's like, you sound terrible. Yeah, very good point. I don't need to talk to her on the track. All right, so I was talking with my wife, which is kind of the reason why I wanted to bring up this little story. And my wife and I, we were pregnant. We lost our baby. Not for sadness, but there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. And it was a really difficult time. So we reached out to her family, and we told her family everything that happened, even family that we haven't seen in years. And one of our family members, she actually lives pretty close to us over near the beach area, and she's an aunt, and she's fantastic. She's a wonderful lady. Our schedules never align. We never get to see each other. We don't talk enough, and that's what happens sometimes in life and family. But through this tragic, excuse my language, shit that we just went through, she reached out. We reconnected, and I was talking with my wife over the phone, and we're just telling her. She's telling her like the process, how we're mourning, how we're grieving, what we're doing, and we get into like supplements and how we're really taking care of our bodies. We're not drinking, we're eating healthy, except for I had a couple churros today, just saying. I told my wife I had one.
What's your phone number?
Yeah, I forgot. And so she's telling us to our aunt, and our aunt's just responding back like, that's good, how do you know all this stuff? And she's saying, well, I'm researching, I'm doing what I can, but I'm not going to be a doctor from WebMD. I'm also getting like professional opinions and reading and just exposing myself to everything that's going on. Listen to your doctor still. I'm not saying you can't. So through this process, my aunt starts telling her, it's funny that when I was 39, I had an involuntary hysterectomy. What is that? What is a hysterectomy? We don't have to go into that with our kids here. But for our adults here, we understand what that is, right? And so she tells us the story, and it came down to not advocating. Not advocating for herself. And so she's telling us, she's like, you have to advocate for yourself. You have to advocate for yourself. And she's like, yeah, well, that's what we're doing now. We're advocating for ourselves. We're doing all these blood tests to make sure there's nothing wrong with us, make sure we're healthy and that we can still have a baby, because that's important to us. We want to start our family. We've been married 7 years, together 10. We don't have kids. We have a fur baby. Hey, they're still kids. They're great. But we don't have to send them to school, so they're not that smart. I have a cat. Don't judge me. And through it, our aunt just keeps telling us, or telling my wife, you have to advocate, and here's the reason why. She was with her doctor. Her doctor's fantastic, right? Just fantastic. Listens to her, comforts her, great bedside manners, does a lot of good tests. And through it, the doctor says, I want to try something. There's a lump in your breast. I want to just make sure everything's okay. So they do a test, find out, okay, it's all kosher, it's all good, you're fine. Actually, no cancer. Well, my aunt's like, something's itching at me. Something's inside telling me that this isn't right. Like, this is negative. This doesn't feel right. This is not my body. And so she goes back to the doctor, and she's like, Doc, look, I love you. I've been here for years. I appreciate you, but I want to get another test, and I want you to use ultrasound and just make sure where everything's at. And just double check everything, because I just don't feel comfortable. My body's telling me something. And so through it, the doctor's like, no, I mean, I don't take it personally, but you're fine. You're okay. And my aunt's like, I'm not okay. I want to be checked out. I want you to just double check everything. Doctor's like, fine, I won't put up a fight. Let's go ahead and do it. They found this much cancer in my aunt. They ended up doing, they removed a lot of the cancer out, or all the cancer, because it was just enough. It was right there in that first stage. And I'm telling you this fresh, because I just heard this. So excuse me as I'm kind of fumbling my lines. And through it, I'm thinking to myself, as my wife is telling me this, and of course she's thinking the same thing, because our aunt's telling her this, advocating for yourself is important, right? At the same time, also finding a community to share ideas, to share stories, to find a community is so important to us as human beings. Earlier today we had some kids, we did a scavenger hunt, and I went down this list. And for my kids that are still here that went through this, and if you're a teenager, sorry for calling you a kid, I said, hey, I want you to take a picture with a survivor, and I want you to find out what cancer they had. Then I want you to take a picture with a caregiver, find out who they were taking care of and what cancer they have. And then I want you to go find out what other type of cancer is out there, and just come back and bring me some knowledge. And I learned a lot, and I've been doing relay for over 15 years. I learned a lot. I learned that, 1 in every 8 women come up with breast cancer? I learned that Latina and our black communities are actually highly affected from breast cancer. I learned that, which I actually already knew, but they learned that also men can get breast cancer. And so I'm hearing all this, and I'm just like, yeah, this is great. We're learning. We're finding community. And for my folks that have been here every single year, you know how important community is to me as it is to you. So the moral of the story isn't about advocating just for yourself. The moral of the story isn't about, okay, what more can I learn to be more informed? The moral of the story isn't about, all right, great, I'm here celebrating, I'm really cold, this is fantastic, I'm meeting my community. The moral of the story is, what does it mean for you to be here right now? What does it mean for you to be a part of this community? What does it mean for you to kick cancer's butt? It means that you're giving extra time to somebody that needs it, who's fighting cancer. It means that you're helping raise funds for research to help eradicate this terrible disease. It means that you are supporting your community, whether you know your neighbor or not. That's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I want you to walk away from tonight. So as we do every year, when I throw this hat on the ground, I'm asking you to show up for your community. I'm asking for you to come over, give whatever dollar you might have, coins, anything, and just show up for your community. You can cheer them on. This is your community. You may not see each other every day, but you live next to each other. And we're no longer just Corona guys, we're Riverside County. Right? We have expanded because we make a difference here within our community. Let's hear it louder, guys. If you've already donated, cheer on the others. If you haven't done, you're walking up, cheer them on too. We are so close to our goal too. So close. Our goal is 240, we're at 206. That could still happen. It absolutely can still happen. But this is because of you guys, and this gets us one step closer. And it's not one step closer for more money, more donations. It's one step closer for extra time. Time to give to someone else. someone who's fighting cancer. All right, please welcome to the stage, Erica. Well, Erica's not going to the stage. But who's Josh is coming to the stage. Who was getting all this other stuff.
Your face is red.
I guess I'm burning. I also have
What time?
the one that was out for like 5 minutes.
All right, thank you. Now is officially the time that we're going to start our luminaria ceremony. And this year, I'm going to pass the mic off to 3 ladies that are going to speak to you on behalf of our luminaria ceremony. We have Leanne, Sarah, and Jenna, so please give it up for them.
Oh my god.
Hi. Okay, here goes. My name is Jennifer, but most people call me Jenna. Everyone except my dad and doctors. So for tonight, I'm Jennifer. It was 15 years ago that I was first asked to speak on a relay stage. I spoke about my experience as a cancer survivor. Tonight, I stand here with my sisters Sarah and Leanne in memory of our father, James David Martins. Jim, JD. To his truck driving buddies, his CB handle was the Big Kahuna. And to his 6 amazing people, he was Grandpa. But for us, he was always Dad. Every small child thinks their dad is larger than life, that he is strong and tall, and maybe even invincible, that he knows everything. And for me and my sisters, Dad proved it by teaching us how to cast a fishing line in the pool in our backyard. The pool that was dug and built in some of my earliest memories. He taught all 3 of us to drive a Sander transmission in a dune buggy long before any of us was legally old enough to drive. He agreed to build a rabbit hutch from a hokey plan that I drew on a paper plate. I think I was 8 at the time. But nothing our father ever did was more powerful to me as his child than his decades-long battle with cancer. Diagnosed a year too late, he had done everything right, had all of his testing. But his yearly testing results the year before had either been lost or overlooked. When his prostate cancer was diagnosed, it was already metastasized. And so began his journey with treatment. The strength to try any new drug trial, hormone treatment, or radiation protocol his physicians offered, taking on unknown side effects and no promises of success, allowing his tumor tissue to be used for research, not just for his own benefit, but to help other cancer patients in the future. The choices he made to live, not just for himself, but for us, his wife, and his grandchildren. He gave and committed so much of himself and his battle that USC Norris Cancer Center made him an honorary alumni. If you were ever to go to our dad's house, one of his prized possessions was the framed certificate of USC nominating him as an honorary alumni. He would always make sure that everyone knew a man who had started as a truck driver was a USC Trojan. And finally, the most heroic was waiting without intervention for the end to come 19 years later. Dad gave and agreed to have his body donated to USC after his death, to allow the doctors and the scientists who had given him all of those extra years with his wife, his children, and his grandchildren one more chance to learn more about cancer. To make that sacrifice and gift, he could take and do nothing to ease his last weeks and months. That time, those weeks and months, are bittersweet for me, as pride in his choice fills me. But the sadness for his discomfort and decline tore at me and my sisters. So yes, my inner child can say with pride, my dad was strong and tall and larger than life. He was damn near invincible.
And those 19 years came because of all of you. Because of all the funds we raised. And because of all the scientists who got to use those funds that you guys walk and raise all the time. So thank you to all of you. Okay, so we're gonna do a different ceremony this year. And I can't see any of you, so I'm coming out a little bit. We've asked you to keep your candles off this year because we want to watch the light grow. As much as you guys have helped, we want to watch the light grow. So, if you have ever lost a parent to cancer, please light your candle down. I just broke my candle. If you have lost a child to cancer, please light your candle down. If you have lost a spouse to cancer, please light your candle down. If you have lost a coworker to cancer, please light your candle now. If you have lost a family member to cancer, please light your candle now. If you have lost a friend to cancer, please light your candle now. And if you have anyone still fighting, please light your candle now. So, if we can all quietly raise, and we're gonna go start our lap. If you haven't lighted your candle yet, you should light your candle. Because I think I pretty much hit everybody. And we're gonna go out to the track, and we're gonna be very quiet. And we're gonna walk quietly along the track and look at all the beautiful candles on the track and listen to the amazing bagpiper. And I can say that because I was a bagpiper. So thank you very much for listening to us and for being here and for helping raise all this wonderful money to save lives.
go for that body. You have to stay. I'm ready to let you go.
Alright, well, I don't know if you can hear me very well. But that is all. Thank you all for showing up for this. While we mourn people that we know and lost. I will be doing another one later. So stop by for that.